everyone, welcome to the Monday forecast. So let's take a look at the euro and the US dollar. For this pair, what I was seeing this larger descending. So I was seeing this larger formation that was descending, and then I was also seeing a smaller descending inside of that. So right here at this point, I was seeing this smaller descending structure. And for me, that is high probability for a reversal trade. So I was looking for a long trade and a trend to start to the upside. But what happened, so what kept me out of any long trades is that, well, first it was Monday, so I wanted to see some more price action. And we broke the low retraced, and then we broke the high retraced with this candle. So broke the high retraced, got a small pause, and then broke the high again and retraced. So there was no opportunity for me to enter on this one, since we did break since we did start to form an ascending structure right here. So this was starting to form an ascending structure, and currently I am waiting for the break of the low or the high, and I'm waiting to see what will happen. If we do continue to the upside, I will look for a long trade, since I am waiting for that trend to start, because of that larger descending and then a smaller descending inside of here. But again, I need to see some conviction and some better, cleaner price action, because it is still Monday, so beginning of the week. And what I would also like to see is, I would like to see maybe that we start to ascend from here and then a reversal to the downside, so something like that. Or another possibility is that we start to descend and then get a reversal and then look for a long trade. Or if we get a sort of a V formation and then a small range, I will then look for a impulse in the direction of the second leg, so something like this, and then a short trade, so definitely looking for that. Or if we get a large push to the downside, then I will search for a flag to go short. So yeah, those are some of the possibilities. As I said, currently waiting for the break of the low or the high, but this is very likely to reverse to the upside. So if it reverses, I am searching for long trades. So here is the euro and the Japanese yen, and there was also an opportunity to enter. So right here, so the market opened, and then we pushed to the upside, broke the high, retraced, and then we broke the high again, got a clean close. But for me, this was not enough to look for a long trade, so there was an opportunity to enter right here on this inside bar. This would be the level, but for me it just didn't break by enough, and the prior price action was range bound. And also on Mondays I tend to be a little bit more conservative, so this just didn't fit my plan at all. It was only a valid trade for me, and not a high probability one, so I stayed out. But if anyone got in, they would now be in some great profit, since they will get tagged in with this candle. And then price continued to trend up very heavily, and we got a huge move to the upside. So 25 pip move or something like that. No, sorry, 250. Yep, 250 pip move. And currently I am looking at this as a trend to the upside, and if I see another push, I will look to enter on a long trade, or if I see more of a push, I'll look to enter on a flag. Also, if we start to form an ascending structure right here, I will look for a reversal, then a short trade. What I'm expecting is, I'm expecting more of a range, since it is Monday. So something like this. Then we need to be aware of the liquidity areas. So people keep their stops here, and we need to see how the price breaks into the liquidity areas. Also, we can get a V reversal, and then a small range, and then a continuation down and a short trade. So definitely a possibility. Or we can get a large push down, look for a short trade. So also we can start to form a descending structure, break the low, look for a reversal, and then a long trade. and we can start to have some volatility, something like this, because this is a huge move. So maybe some volatility will be in the market. And if I see volatility, I'm staying on my hands. So I'm sitting on my hands, not taking any trades, waiting for the volatility to die down a bit. So yeah, that is it for EJ. Got this huge move. Let's see if it will continue up, or if we will just get a larger range or a V reversal to the downside. The Aussie and the US dollar is just very range bound. So we can see this large range, and what we need to be careful of is the liquidity areas. So below where people keep their stops, and above our liquidity areas. What I'm expecting is more of a range in this sort of box, something like this. And what I will be looking for is if the price breaks with conviction, I will look for a short trade, or if it breaks with conviction to the upside, look for a long trade. Also, I want to avoid if we just break into the liquidity area and retrace. This can just signal more ranging price action. And what I will be looking for is an ascending into the liquidity area. That is a high probability setup. Then a reversal, because then I know that the stops and the liquidity area has been taken out slowly. So right here stops are being taken out. And same thing in the opposite direction. So a descending structure into the liquidity area, reversal to the upside, and then look for a long trade. But currently this is very range bound, as expected for Monday. So usually we do start to get some moves on Wednesday. So let's see if we will break out of this range or continue with sort of price action. If we do break out and get some conviction, get some clean price action, then I'm looking for trades. So the last pair, Aussie and the Japanese yen, very similar story to the euro and the Japanese yen. We got a huge move to the upside. So let's see, it's a 220 pip move, so really huge. And we got a huge wick on the top. So at this point, let me just see on the euro. Yeah, we got a huge wick right here, so I wouldn't be taking any flags probably, because this is just very volatile and this wick is huge. So I will be waiting for the break of the low or the high. But what I am seeing that a trend has started to the upside. So that is good. And if we get a continuation to the upside, then I will look for a long trade. Or maybe we get the flag opportunity. So that is very nice that we are getting this large uptrend. As we can see, we got a small pause here, but then we continued with some very large momentum. So clearly the Japanese yen is very weak currently. And what I'm also looking for is an ascending and then a reversal. So I'm basically looking for the same things as on the euro and the Japanese yen. I'm looking for a V reversal, then this is a high probability pattern, as I always forecast, or a large move down, look for maybe a flag, or a descending structure, then a reversal to the upside, and then a flag to go long. So definitely something to look at. If we do get a larger range, which I do expect since it is Monday, then I am very careful of those liquidity areas. So below the range, above the range, we need to see what happens when the price pushes into them. Does just push and retrace, or does it actually give us some sort of a continuation pattern, or maybe a nice impulse and then a nice tight flag. So yeah, that's it. The market is starting to heat up on the Japanese pairs. On the US dollar pairs, it's not really doing anything, so very range bound. Let's see if we will get some moves today or tomorrow, but I'm expecting some real moves on Wednesday. So yeah, that is it, and I will see you guys in the next one.